Welcome everyone. So today, my daughter and I went on our second adventure, and somehow we were not professional photographers, as you can tell, but we are technologists. Sadly, we're not mechanics. So what we had to do is deal with two problems recently. So what we had dealing with these two problems, we decided to use a NOCO to resolve our dead battery issues. So my daughter, say hello.
Hello everyone.
And I went out, and what we tested was the NOCO GB150 battery to see if it truly could start a battery that was dead as a doornail. Now, we've had a problem due to recent storms, as you know. All global warming and Mother Nature not being very happy lately has certainly led to a lot of storms and everything. So we haven't actually had a chance to use the boat, and we haven't had a chance to use the minivan in quite some time. And as a result, the batteries went dead. I mean, like really dead. Like nothing wants to start, right? And so it's just like ridiculous. So we take having power pretty seriously. And one of the reasons we do that is we like to go offshore, whether it's going up the Indian River on our pontoon boat several miles and camping out all day long on islands and then barbecuing and coming back for leisure, or when we venture to take our sailboat out, and this year we're looking to make that big trip to the Bahamas. So we really want to have some good power alternatives. What we don't want to do is be using our navigational equipment out there on a sail, and the batteries go dead and we can't start an engine when we come into, say, Grand Bahama Island, and we have to get towed in. How embarrassing. You cross the Gulf Stream and you're there, but you can't start everything. So power is always a trick. We want to make sure everything lasts, and it never seems to do quite well. So with that being said, we had these recent problems, and so ironically, all three boats, the sailboat, the pontoon boat, actually it's not a minivan, it's a minivan, not a boat, was not doing well. So we realized that we needed to take advantage of Black Friday was coming. We want to have a sale season this year. We're looking forward to going someplace. But you know, we bought this NOCO on Amazon, and it was kind of bought used. So we were always a little bit worried that it would work. It was good to have the backup, but we hadn't really tested it. All the lights come on. They had the flashing light, the SOS light, and all those kind of things. So we had to kind of test it, but everything was working, so we didn't have a need until recently. So like we were preparing for this trip. So yesterday, we got to take the boat that was on a lift, and we jump started it with the NOCO. I will admit it took a little while. We had to play with the NOCO and everything. We hit the boost button and everything. It did not start right away. It was something. But the second time I went and did it, it started, and then it kept starting. And you know, the other thing is when you use the Pro Mariner recharging system, if the battery goes dead, and we had to unplug it because of storms and everything, take it back up and shut the power down. If the battery is dead, then it doesn't turn back on. It doesn't reset itself. You have to have some power in the battery to start recharging a battery. So this, from a Mariner point of view, it's a real bear. So we had that whole problem to deal with. So next, watch our NOCO test, but note that we tried it a few days earlier with absolutely no success. We went up, we plugged up the, we installed the NOCO. We thought, well, maybe we don't have it charged enough, whatever those things are, because it was pretty disappointing. We're thinking, oh, maybe we should buy another brand on Black Friday because, you know, I don't know. And I saw some YouTubes that were interesting as I started thinking, maybe I should be looking at other brands, you know. Then I saw people had NOCOs that were not the same voltage as the people they were testing it to, so that was very confusing for me. Right, so we're testing a GB150, and I'm looking forward to sharing what we have with everyone here on YouTube.
On now.
Oh wow! Look at that. It's got a smidget of power.
We are testing the battery on this car that hasn't been starting.
It's been a real problem for us. So yesterday, you'll see we tested the NOCO Genius Boost Pro GB150 on the boat. I think that has what, a 150 Yamaha on the boat. It was able to start that, so that was fine. But here you can see it's barely above zero. If we turn this on, I guess it just drains it out, right? At least I saw on one of the YouTube. So you see how we're clearly experts here on this stuff. But this is the whole problem, right? I have a car, I had a boat with dead batteries, and it's good. So we tested everything. Battery power looks really lame. You can tell nothing here, no spare battery, no nothing else. So we looked at it. Now let's go ahead and hit the NOCO on here and see if it will start this truck. We haven't, to be honest, you know, we haven't had any luck with this truck. It's been kind of rough. And everybody saw yesterday the daughter was fully capable of putting things on. I could just let her do this. We don't have to actually do anything here. She can do all the work, but we're going to give her a break today on the truck. That, and let's hit this little boost button here. It didn't come on yesterday right away either.
Try holding it down.
And then, yes, eventually it came on. We tested the light and everything. It's good. Do it.
That's a positive sign. So the horn came on, which is a positive sign.
Well.
Sorry about that for viewers.
It started, right?
The horn came on. I heard it start.
I thought it started.
Let's try again now. So the engine worked. It started. Just like that.
I guess you just hit the boost button and it all just goes like magic. The NOCO 150.
Yeah, it takes some time. You got to press it down and take some time to get the voltage on. But you're good.
It literally
That was
wasn't
great.
a problem.
Quick and painless.
13.6 on the thing. You can see it. I was shocked it just started the truck. Clearly we didn't know what we were doing last time. It's all pushing that little button. If you don't push the button, it doesn't work. So the first time we come out here a couple of days ago, it didn't. So we were expecting it not to work this time. You can tell our surprise. They all the horn and everything started coming on. So we were happy about that. All right. Another heroic day for the NOCO. I'll chop it off, just make sure I have it set for that. Oh, by the way, I saw on a lot of other, one thing I did notice on a lot of other ones, it comes with a little bag that goes in, which is really kind of cheesy. They also sell a hard case for $29 from NOCO that you can actually put on there. So you can use that hard case to get this done.